Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I have a project share. We will be getting more and more Christmas projects will be coming in here, but I just wanted to pop in and share this with you because I've shared other loaded envelopes before. So this time I had gotten this die set from Surprise Creation from AliExpress, and I also got some squares, I believe, and some squares with like corners off of them, so it'll be fun to try those. So they're really huge. I mean, they're like this biggest one is 7 inches in diameter, so it's definitely something a little bit out of the ordinary from what I have. And they're all stitched on the inside and outside, so when you cut them out they have the stitching, but also on the paper left behind there's the stitching, so you can use the, you know, sort of as the aperture. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dies. So it was like $10 or something, but it's a pretty good deal for something that is so large and has some other uses. So wanted to show you that. For this project today, I cut out 3 pieces of Maggie Holmes paper and others in this size. So I cut 1 for the front and back. Here's my project. So I took regular digital, this is all digital paper, made with digital paper, and I should say it's filled with more Maggie Holmes stuff. This particular paper I had, I'll show you in a second, isn't. But anyways, so if you don't have, you could put chipboard in the middle and glue it onto chipboard, and that would make it nice and sturdy. But I cut out 3, so 1 for the backing, and you could also put a pocket on this side. And then I cut out 1 there and glued them together, and then I cut out a 3rd one out of this sort of gold dotted one, and then I cut some off and folded it down and glued it down. So that makes my little pocket here, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does. I got inspired from sort of the embroidery hoop loaded pockets that are out there. So that's all using just that 1 die. So cutting out 3 pieces of paper. And then it's just a matter of decorating. I used some pink fun fur there, or eyelash trim, whatever you call it, some Maggie Holmes digital flowers. I layered, it's from the Carousel collection, I believe, these 2 together. I had a Tim Holtz impresslet thing, you know, the deep little newer things that are out. I cannot think of it. But I had one in my stash out of this sort of champagne silvery foil, so I used that. This is from the Willow collection, You Are My Sunshine, from the chipboard pieces, and I thought, oh, that worked perfectly. So I had this kind of light colors with these black accents. Also, so what did I stuff it with here? This is also a chipboard piece from the large chipboard Willow Lane collection. And I backed it onto some paper. So I took it off the thing and stuck it on some paper and fussy cut around it. And then they can use that as a little whatever trinket, or they could just add more glue and use it as a sticker as well. But I thought it gave a little more versatility, not just having it as a sticker form. They could put that on a clothespin, you know, type of thing, or whatever. You could do lots of things with that. Also made this little ephemera piece here from the Carnival, from the Carousel collection, I should say, and backed it on some cardstock. And then I made, this is another die from AliExpress, it's a double bow, and I used some Maggie Holmes paper to make that. Let's see how puffy that bow is. Lots of fun. So they could use that as an ephemera piece, embellishment, or a tag. With a Spellbinders die that I have, I made this. I backed on some coordinating cardstock that I thought would look nice with a giraffe here. This is Maggie Holmes paper. I think this might be from the Willow. Sometimes I get all the collections confused, so just don't mind me if I say the wrong one. And then they can use that as a bookmark, or you could put little embellishments on there as well. Also from Maggie Holmes paper, I cut out a pillow box that they can assemble and put together and use for Christmas. I like the black and white stripe, that way it can be for any occasion, and you can add some red or whatever, and Christmas it'll go with whatever. And then I added this lace heart die out of some black foil paper that I believe is from Die Cuts with a View. It almost has a purple sort of reflection to it, but it is black, so I thought that'd be something different that they can use with their little stuff. So a little flat mail to send to somebody, lots of fun, a little treat. And I love the circle effect with the stitch if you can see that there, the stitched edge. And then you could always add another pocket on this other side. You certainly could, and stuff it as well. So lots of inspiration there, hopefully for you. Just want to share that with you. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great day.